Hey love bugs, and welcome back to my channel. We are back for another installment of my favorites for 2021. If you are not caught up, make sure you go back and check out my previous 3 videos. We're talking co-washes, shampoos, deep conditioners, rinse outs, leave-ins, moisturizers, and all them good things. So if you're not caught up, make sure you go watch those and then tap back in to this video. So today we're talking about my favorite gels and serums, and I'll go ahead and mention my favorite oils too, because I don't know where else to put them, okay? I'm really excited to do this piece because I feel like I came across some really good like gels this year. All of them very different and all of them very good. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. Oh, your girl is tired. Her energy is waning. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. I gotta give it to Miss Juanita because people was trying to shade Miss Juanita like she didn't know how to make stylers. And she launched her Terra Black Clay and MACQUI Berry products. And with that came her MACQUI Berry Styling Custard. That Chocolate Kinks and Curls MACQUI Berry Styling Custard is one of my favorite products ever. I love it. I have several backups of it. I have already emptied a container. So good. If you have tried the pomegranate and pear oil and gel hair pudding from She Sent It, or even the macadamia fixing gel from She Sent It, then I feel like you would enjoy this. The difference between that and this though is that I feel like even though it does really stretch the curls out, it doesn't leave them hanging as much as the pomegranate pear can do. This one is, it's so nice. So I can't remember what leave-in I used it with. Did I use it with the Sienna Naturals? I feel like I used it with the Sienna Naturals, but I genuinely cannot remember what leave-in I've been using it with. I went through a jar and then I calmed down and started to try some other things. But that, oh my goodness, it works so beautifully with a lightweight leave-in conditioner. It adds shine to the hair. It adds bounce to the hair. It works for a multitude of applications. Now, I personally don't like to use products like that for twist outs because with my texture, it just makes my hair kind of look stringy when it comes to the actual like takedown, you know? But it is everything for my wash and goes. It gives me soft, fluffy, defined curls. I need to pull that back out. I keep saying I'm gonna straighten my hair, but then I'm like thinking about all the awesome products I've used this year, and I'm just like, but I kind of want to put that back in my hair. But I love this MACQUI Berry Styling Custard. I hope she keeps it around. I know she may not because it was a limited edition item. I hope she keeps it around because it is a beautiful styler and people are gonna stop trying to flame Miss Juanita. First of all, she's one of the nicest people on the planet. But second of all, like, stop trying to act like that lady don't know what she's doing. This is a bomb styler. I love it. It gives me life. Miss Juanita, thank you. It's a beautiful product. Definitely one of my best wash and goes of 2021 when it came to trying new products. So I definitely had some fails. That one right there, true favorite. And then moving on to another true favorite, because y'all know me and MICHE. Oof. MICHE SCULPT Curl Defining Gel. One of my beautiful subbies, one of the Fam Bam. She sent it to me because it wasn't one of her favorites. And she said she thought that I would really enjoy it. So she sent this to me because I missed out on it when it came out during Black Friday. Y'all, I love this. Now, like I said in that video, I don't think that this is a beginner product. This is definitely a product for someone who was used to doing wash and goes, someone who really knows how much product they need in their hair. This is not the kind of like gel you take and you slap it on your hair and you just, you know, running it through and you're gonna end up having lumps, bumps, clumps. It's not gonna be cute. It will probably be flaky. This is definitely one of those products that you want to actually be mindful of how much you're applying. I don't feel like it's a product that you have to baby, but I mean, you really shouldn't just be slapping shit on your head and just running it through anyway. And if you choose to do that, then you're probably using more product than you need to anyway. I feel like it's always better to really section your hair and take your time with application. I think a lot of people are heavy-handed when they don't need to be because they don't know that they don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? Some people just do what they've always done. But a lot of times you're just wasting product. This is not the kind of product that is cool for keeping on your head. It gives ultra definition, ultra shine. It's the kind of product that when you apply it to your hair, you want to make sure that you're gliding your fingers through, capturing that curl, and wherever your hair is at, that's where it's going to stay. That's where it's going to stay. If you clump it and lump it into your hair and you don't have that smooth application, it's going to stay that way. It's going to look a mess. I really enjoy this product. I'm about halfway through my jar, which says a lot because I personally don't need a lot of it. It leaves my hair super duper shiny and it leaves my curls defined. It does have some moisture in it too. Like it's kind of like a gel cream texture, a little custardy almost. So it really does like add a little bit of extra moisture. I like to use it with the Lavish Leave-In from MICHE, and my hair just looks absolutely stunning. It's one that really like shrinks up my curls though. So it's one that I do have to go in and do a little bit of stretching, do a little bit of picking, you know. I told y'all now, like, I can actually pick out my hair and it doesn't just fall down. And I told y'all, like, I love this life. It's a whole new world out here for me, y'all. That is a really, really nice gel. But like I said, it's not beginner friendly, but it was one of my favorites of the year. It gives me stunning wash and goes every single time. To me, if you have the technique, I feel like it is a reliable product. It comes through every single time and it works well in every season for me, actually. It does really well when it's hot. It does really well when it's cooler outside. It does really well in every season, and I like that. I like having, you know, gels that I can use throughout the fall, winter, spring, summer, all of that, you know? So that is the MICHE Sculpt Defining Gel. She was definitely a baddie for 2021. TGIN MIRACURL Styling Gel. I wasn't sure how to feel about this. She was kind of getting mixed reviews, but I remember my girl Mo from All Things Mo Well testing it out, and she really, really enjoyed it. So I was like, I gotta try this, and I love it. I have really enjoyed the newer formulations of gels that have come out. First with Curls and Roses, and now the MIRACURL. Like I said in my review, I feel like the MIRACURL is what I wanted Curl Bomb to be. I remember when Curl Bomb came out, and that was like such a big deal. Like we were all just losing our minds over it, and it was good for what they had at the time. But it could have been better. I still like using it, but now that I have MIRACURL and I have the Curls and Roses gel, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy Curl Bomb again. The TGIN MIRACURL Styling Gel is, it looks like a regular gel, but it actually has a little bit more tack to it and a little bit more slip than the average gel. Now, I did notice that they did change the formula on that leave-in conditioner. And that's likely because the original leave-in did not mix with the new gel. So I found that it worked fine with the new one, but did not work well with the old one. And I think that they did change the formula of the curl food as well, because that can be mixed with this gel. And they likely changed that for the same reason, because prior to having that gel, all of those products worked well together. But everyone that I've talked to says that the curl food is still bomb, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so I feel like that gel has beautiful slip. It leaves the hair very, very shiny. Now, to me, it is not as, it doesn't leave as much of a voluminous finish as the Curls and Roses. Y'all know the Curls and Roses gel gives me very plush, very close to God hair. I feel like the MIRACURL Styling Gel is right in between where the Curl Bomb and the Curls and Roses gel are. So it gives a lot of definition, and it kind of gives you that deep wave, fresh out the pack kind of situation, but it still gives you a good amount of volume. It's enough volume to where I feel like people who usually like that more tame situation when it comes to their wash and goes will still enjoy it, because it's not starting all the way far to that big voluminous look like I like to have. It'll still allow you for your, allow for your wash and go to swell and still look good. So I feel like it's really that happy medium for people who want to have that definition and they want that volume, but they don't quite want that Curls and Roses volume, you know? They don't want that Curl Junkie Pattern Pusher volume, you know? If you're not into that, then I think that the MIRACURL gel will be everything for you. So that one was definitely one of my favorite gels of the year. I need to use it more. I really do, because it did really well for me. I think it's gonna do well in these colder months because I have the feeling that it's gonna get cold. Now that we're getting close to January, I think it's gonna get cold. And then we have the Nature's Little Secret Flaxseed Curly Custard. I won't stick on this too long because we have talked about her time and time again. But like I said, with the Irish Moss Styling Cream, I feel like I had to put this in here because that combo on its own just really changed the game for me. Like I said, that combo with the Irish Moss and the Flaxseed Curly Custard is about as close to me as you can get to a Curl Mix Wash and Go. They are definitely on par with each other, and I go back and forth between my Curl Mix and my Nature's Little Secret Wash and Goes interchangeably. I love that Flaxseed Curly Custard, y'all. It is one of my favorite flaxseed custards on the market. And honestly, like, to me, it has the same level of quality as Curl Mix. It really does. But you get more in the jar and it costs a lot less. And I don't hate on Curl Mix. I know they pay their people well, and I know they've been taking very, very good care of me whenever I work with them too. So there is that. But so I don't mind paying people that I know are paying the people that work for them and, you know, ride for them, you know. But I feel like it's a great option if you can't afford Curl Mix, right? Because we can't all afford the same things. And I think Nature's Little Secret is a good medium. It ain't cheap, but you're still getting a lot of product for what you're paying for it, you know? I really like where the Flaxseed Curling Custard is now. It's very creamy. It has a lot of slip. It is just so unctuous, and you can just see the growth that, you know, she's had in her products as time has gone on. I love that Flaxseed Curly Custard so much. One of my favorite flaxseed gels, and one of my only favorite flaxseed gels that is left standing. A lot of my other favorite flaxseed gels are gone. They've been discontinued. So really all I have is Nature's Little Secret and Curl Mix. So we gotta rock it out. Thank God they're my favorites. So yeah, those two, and there's one from Curl Origin that I really, really like. I don't think they've discontinued it. I hope they haven't discontinued it because I'm running out of options, man. But honestly, like, if I lost all of my options today, like if Nature's Little Secret were the only one left, I'd be Gucci, just saying. Move on to some more TRELUXE. Now, because of some of the issues I've had with the actual gel, I didn't put it in my favorites, even though I've been getting better results with it, but I want to share those results with you guys before I put it in a favorites video. But I love that Reflex serum. That Reflex serum is one of my favorite serums. You guys know the only serum I have really used, like a true like serum, like a curl primer, is the Eden Body Works Almond and Marshmallow Serum. And I use that underneath pretty much any gel that to me is, you know, heavier, that weighs my curls down. Well, the Reflex serum is bomb. It's amazing. I love it. And I like to use it underneath my stronger whole gels, like Eco, any of my really thick, you know, gels of that consistency. I like to use that with, but I also love to put this with my Curl Junkie Pattern Pusher. And I don't know why that wash and go is so top notch, but it is. Like, moisture on point, definition on point, shine on point. Like, I don't know why that wash and go looks so good. Pattern Pusher already, like, my hair already loves that, but having that reflex underneath it is just a whole nother thing. I love me a good curl primer. I love starting off my wash and goes with like a priming serum or something like that to help add that boost of volume with a product that typically is not going to give me volume. And that Reflex serum does it for me. I also like to use that on top of the Curl Supreme 4-in-1, and that gives me a really, really nice moisturized, soft, fluffy wash and go. It's really nice. So that is the TRELUXE Reflex Serum. If you're in the market for a really good serum that has really nice ingredients, I think that that one is definitely a good one to try. Let's talk about Pattern Beauty. I've reviewed her recently and they sent me over their new styling custard, and I have been continued to use it since I did that video, and I love it. Like I told you guys when I did that review, I had applied it to my hair and then left the house on a rainy day with my wet hair, you know, talk about sabotage, right? But it still looked good even after all of that. And now that I've actually been able to like give it its fair shot, it already looked amazing in the video, right? But it does really, really well when you allow it to set properly. Like most products do. They tend to do very well when you allow them to set properly, you know? That one is really nice. It has beautiful slip. If you're looking for something that has a lot of slip, I think this is a good option. I've seen people use this for twist outs. I'm probably one of the only people that used it for wash and goes. Okay, hopefully things don't look too different. I was cut off. Everything shut off, so I had to stop and reconfigure everything. But anyway, I think I was talking about the Pattern Beauty Styling Custard. Y'all, that stuff has so much moisture in it. It has a lot of moisture. It is more of a glycerin heavy product, which you guys know isn't necessarily a problem for me. It matters more about how it's formulated and what else is there as opposed to just there being glycerin in it. So some products with glycerin for me are problematic, but the majority are not. And this is the one that is not for me. So I can't see myself using it like in the summer, like sweltering heat and humidity. It's bomb. It gives a lot of shine to the hair, and you guys saw when I was applying it, like I was so impressed with how good my hair looked just when it was wet. And if it hadn't been for the fact that I didn't set it properly, it probably would have looked even better when it dried the next day. So I did really have to stretch it because I went out in the rain. But it still looked amazing in spite of all the things that I had kind of put it through. It still looked bomb. So I absolutely love that Pattern Styling Custard. One of my favorite products. Again, like I said, the scent is strong, and I do feel that like they kind of missed the mark when it came to marketing to kids, just because like I feel like that scent can be strong even for me as an adult. So it can be a little bit much. I can see it being a bit much for children. But I still think if you have a kid that's maybe like around 8 to 12 or even a teenager that, you know, wants something that's just easy, and if they're not bothered by fragrances, then I think that this does have the potential to work really well for kids because it has that really nice slip, glides through the hair easily, and leaves lots of shine. So I can see this working really well for kids. I just think that it probably should have been either much less fragrance or no fragrance at all if they were going to market it to children. This one was surprising. So I tried this brand right at the beginning of 2021, and it's an influencer brand. Wasn't really sure how I would feel about it, but I actually ended up really enjoying it. That was the DAZE Glossy Shine Gel. So I do like the moisturizer from that collection. It is a lot for me though. So I do feel like, even though it works really, really well with the gel, like it's not something that I want to use all the time, but it is still really good. The gel was what really stood out for me. So it's not quite like that eco styler feel. It's very smooth. The smoothness of it kind of reminds me of how smooth that Pattern Custard is, but it's definitely a thicker gel texture. Very smooth in the hair. It left my curls literally so glossy. But for how thick it is, it's not one of those like tack it down to your head kind of gels, you know? Like I was still able to achieve volume without having to use like a curl primer or anything like that in my hair. It really treated my curls well. And for a good minute, I was not putting that down. Really up until the point when I got the MICHE SCULPT and the MACQUI Berry Styling Custard and started working on demoing those for you guys. I was really just going back to that because the wash and go was so good. It's definitely one that shrinks my hair up a lot. That one does also have a lot of glycerin in it. So I do have to stretch it out a little bit because y'all know my curls. I have length, but she shrinks up to here. depending on the product. So it is one that I do have to stretch out a little bit, pick it out a little bit. But once I'm done with all the fluffing and zhuzhing, it looks so beautiful. So I'm a huge fan of that Glossy Shine Gel. I don't think she's come out with any other products. Curl Days, I don't think they've come out with anything else since then. If they have, I haven't heard about it. I follow them, but I haven't seen anything from the brand. The brand's been actually pretty quiet, so hopefully they're doing well. But I really enjoy that gel. If you were thinking about trying them, I think it's a good option. I don't think that it's going to be a gel for everybody. I know it's kind of hit or miss for people. Some people really, really love it, and some people really, really don't. I happen to be in the camp that really, really loves it. And then we have, oh, this was surprising, the Maui Moisture Coconut Gel. Listen, it's been a while since I've tried anything new from Maui Moisture. I've tried like some of their hair butters and stuff, and they were, you know, a little mediocre. Like, they weren't really doing anything. I really like their Shea Butter Conditioner, the one in the purple jar, the deep conditioner. That's been one of my favorites for years. They have rinse outs that I really enjoy and shampoos that I really enjoy, but I haven't really talked about them on the channel in a really long time. So I decided to go back to Maui Moisture for Affordables Week because I came across this gel just dallying around, you know, I think it was Walgreens, waiting to get my refill on my medication. And I saw that and I was like, I haven't heard anybody talk about this. So I was really excited to try it. And that ended up being like my favorite gel during Affordables Week. I thought that it was going to end up being the African Pride Aloe and Coconut Gel that was going to be my favorite. But it ended up being the Maui Moisture. I got so much shine from that gel, y'all. And the hold was nice. It wasn't a super high definition crunchy hold. It's not the type of gel that I think you would want to use if you're looking for, like, you want your hair to be like helmet hair for the first like 3 days, you know. You're someone who likes to let your wash and go grow for like 2 weeks. I'm not that chick. I like to have some volume that I can play around with. If the moisture and the definition are there on the start of the day, it doesn't matter how voluminous my hair is, it will last. So especially if I have good moisture. That gel doesn't necessarily impart a ton of moisture into your hair, but it just leaves a really beautiful finish to the hair. It has the perfect mixture of volume and definition, and definitely to me it's a gem at the drugstore. It's not something that I hear a lot of people talking about, but I have really, really, really enjoyed that gel. I think I used it with the Garnier leave-in, but I've used it with several other things since, and it does really, really well. I really liked it with the Curly Bell leave-in as well. That gel, if you are someone who has like fine to medium textured hair, and I think if you're someone who has coarser strands too, that likes that volume, I think that this gel will be great for you because it gives that nice cast. It's going to hold the hair in place. And even when I fluff it out, I can still feel the gel cast there, but it doesn't make my hair super duper crunchy or hard. You know, I'm really getting away from that over time. It's just not my preference anymore, having that really, really hard hold. I like having soft, touchable hair. I like it when my hair has movement and is able to, you know, flap around. So love that gel. It's bomb. Definitely a gem at the drugstore. If you've been looking at it, I think it's totally worth it. And then last but not least in the gel department, that Ouidad Curl Shaper Gel, I'm almost out of her. I have been enjoying that gel, guys. So I really like the primer that comes with it. It was really good, but not like, it wasn't groundbreaking for me. But I was really hoping that these new gels and creams and stuff would live up to the hype with the Curl Shaper collection. Not the Curl Shaper. I wrote down Curl Shaper. I don't know why I wrote down Curl Shaper. The Curl Shaper line is the gold line. This is the Ouidad Shaping Gel Cream. Coil Infusions. That's we go. The Ouidad Coil Infusions Shaping Gel Cream. There's two in there. There is just a gel, a defining gel, and then there's the shaping gel cream. I have the shaping gel cream and I really like that. It did really, really well in the summer heat, which I was not expecting. Most gel creams for me do not do well in the heat, that one did amazingly. It has enough hold for your hair to last and last and last. I got such beautiful results. The only reason I didn't mention that deep conditioner that I used in that review in my favorites this year was because it is the old formulation, the one that I used. And I had asked them prior if I could use it because I was like, I don't see the point in you guys sending me something when I have this. And they told me it was fine if I used it. And I love that deep conditioner, but I feel like it's a little confusing putting an old formulation in a favorites video. Especially one that I know you guys can't get anymore. So that curl shaping gel cream has beautiful slip. It glides through the hair beautifully. And I like that it gives me definition, but it's not like that super high definition shine. It's not giving kinky curly curling custard, right? But it's not dull, you know. It is the perfect amount of like that lightweight definition and volume. I thoroughly enjoyed my wash and go with those products. The curl shaping gel cream is one that I feel like you can use with a leave-in or you can use it on its own, and it's going to do very well regardless of how you choose to use it. It is definitely a versatile product, but it's definitely one that has just treated my curls well. The more I use Ouidad, the more I enjoy the products. I've been a fan of what was the Curl Immersion collection for a long time. It was one of my first introductions to like higher end hair care. And so I had high expectations for the COIL Infusions collection because to me, the Curl Immersion collection was just everything. And honestly, like they definitely still continue to live up to the hype. I am going to miss what is the High Define Custard because that is like a true custard. But the Curl Shaper Gel Cream is really, really nice. It's not a replacement for it, but I feel like it has a beautiful place within the collection. Like I said, I'm almost out of the bottle, which says a lot. So the Ouidad Curl Shaper Gel Cream, she's bomb, totally worth the money. Definitely planning on getting another one soon. All right, and then before I go, I just wanted to give you guys like my favorite oils and my favorite scalp serum because I didn't make a place for these separate video wise. So as far as scalp care goes, the scalp serum from Gabrielle Union, the Flawless collection, is really nice. It makes your hair feel so good. It has a nice light minty scent. It's like a creamy serum, has that pinpointed precise application, works into the scalp like a dream. I've been using that for a good minute before I actually did the review of Flawless. I really enjoyed it and I've been enjoying it. So I've been using that interchangeably with my main choice minty scalp spray, which y'all know is bae. So I've been interchanging that. And then as far as oils go, I've only had 3 that I've been rotating through. I've forgotten about all of my other oils, which is bad because I have too many. But the Adwoa Blue Tansy oil, everything, bomb. It's great for thermal styling and it's just great to use for me to like scrunch out my hair. Whenever I'm going to be like stretching it or picking it out, it's great for that. The Pattern Jojoba Oil Serum, I shaded that stuff so hard, but listen, I use that stuff so much. I shaded it so hard, but I use that stuff so much. It's so nice, it's lightweight. It smells good. It doesn't leave a weird film or residue on my hands because I've been finding that a lot of oils are doing that to me lately. This doesn't do that and the Adwoa doesn't do that to me. And they're both silicone free. I love them. And then the last one is the Bread Beauty Supply Hair Oil. Yeah, I love that stuff. All of these oils have pretty decent dents in them. They are the only 3 that I have been using. That Bread Beauty Supply Hair Oil smells like a fruit salad. It is so rich and emollient, but it doesn't leave my hair greasy. They basically say it's like lip gloss for your hair, and it really is. It adds a really beautiful shine to my hair. Really helps with breaking the cast. Ugh, I just love it. Those are my 3 favorites. Like I always say, oil blends are oil blends are oil blends, but when I find really good ones, I stick with them and I don't put them down. So I just wanted to mention those before we finish this out. That is it for my top products of 2021. From shampoo to conditioner, deep conditioner, gels, creams. I mean, I think this was a pretty good lineup. Like I said, I've definitely been more conservative when it comes to using a bunch of products this year. and I've gone out of my way to use up more products this year, but I still found some gems, and I'm really excited to try more things in the coming year. So of course, it's not over yet. Things are not over yet because we still have to go over my disappointing products of 2021. And I have a few. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to see my fails for 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.